Hey everybody, I'm Brian, and we are the Accidental Country Folk Boys. I've also got Ezra, Gabe, and Asher with me.
And ever since we moved to the country, we have loved playing Airsoft, and it's been nice having a little bit more land.
But in the winter, it's sometimes cold and wet. We don't always want to play.
So we found a couple games that you guys can use in your basement, storage room, or barn.
That's right, they all work great in tight spaces where nobody's going to get their face blown off. So check out these best indoor Airsoft games, give us a like on this video, and subscribe to our channel.
Okay, Asher here, and today the game I'm going to be explaining for today's video is Restaurant. Restaurant is a very fun scenario game to play for Airsoft. You're going to need a medium-sized room and a place where you wouldn't mind if bullets flew in random directions. So a garage or basement storage room would work great for this. You won't want to do it anywhere where you have valuables anywhere that could get damaged by airsoft bullets. So this is ideal for 4 to however many players you want. You're going to need a table or 2 depending on how many players you have, and some chairs. You position the table and all the players sit around the table and the chairs, except for one person who has been designated as the waiter and one person who is designated as the bad guy. The waiter will go around and pretend to take food orders while the bad guy is sitting at the table, and at any point the bad guy can decide to maybe get up and leave to go use the restroom or do some other task, and they can get up, and when they come back then they can fire at the people at the table. The goal for the bad guy is to shoot as many people as they can. Now you also select some people in the audience or in the people at the restaurant to have guns. Not everybody has them. Some are just plain old regular civilians, and some people are good guys that have guns, and then you have your bad guy. So the goal of the good guys is to kill the bad guy before the bad guy kills the whole restaurant. So that is the game of Restaurant.
Hey, Ezra here. I'm going to show you guys how to do room clearing. So for this game, you'll want like a storage room, a barn, or something like that, where you could set up some sort of blockades. Like you could set up chairs with a blanket draped across them, or put tables, or if you're in your barn, you can even use like haystacks for places for people to hide behind. So you can do this with just a couple people or more than just like 5. So for this game, you'll want to set up with lots of blockades, and so you'll have someone enter in through like either behind a blockade or through a door, and what their goal is to eliminate everyone in that room. So you gotta sneak around them blockades and try and shoot people without them getting you. It's fun to also do it if you're in the dark and if people have flashlights or lasers. So while playing this game, once you get shot, you will lay down on the ground like you're dead, but you won't actually be. And also, do not shoot someone again if they're dead, because that's just not good playing rules. And so the game either ends when either the one person in a team that is trying to clear the thing either gets killed, or the people who are in the room. And so the person's main goal is to either not let them intrude if they're there, or to enter the room. I'm going to show you first some of the important safety features that you should use for all Airsoft games, and in second, target practice. So you will always want safety glasses, because you don't want anything being shot into your eye, and also never shoot at the person's face. That is something that you can choose in your rules to get you disqualified, or that they should just not do the rest of the game. So for simple target practice, all you have to do is print out signs that you find online, or if you even have one, and you just set them up in a room. You can set up a table if you have any bipods for your guns, and then you can just shoot and try and get good target practice. You can do this just by yourself. That's what's great about it. You can do it inside to help you get ready for when you shoot outside, so you have good aim. And then also, if you want to make it more fun and interactive, you can treat it like room clearing. So what you would do is you can have someone, or you could just hide it yourself, hide targets behind stuff and around stuff. So you have to like go in a room and pretend like you are shooting people to get the room cleared.
Hey everybody, Brian here. So the last game that we're gonna go over for indoor airsoft is called the Heist. Much like Restaurant, this is a scenario-based role-playing airsoft game. So it mixes up some elements of strategy along with airsoft as well. So the way you play Heist is by first setting up a number of envelopes based upon the number of participants you have. This game works best with at least 8 or 9 people, and the more people you have, the better for this one, as long as they can fit in your space inside. So in the envelopes, you'll put either a denomination of currency, and again, that'll be divided up based upon how many people you have. Then you'll also have 1 or 2 envelopes or more, depending on how many people you have, that say thief, and then a couple envelopes, depending on the number, that say security guard. So the security guards, their job and their role is to defend some kind of possession. We usually use like some fake jewels as something that can be easily hidden by the security guards, and their job is to go into the room first, hide the jewels. They can either put them in their pocket or hide them somewhere where nobody can see them, and then set up their security plan. So everybody that's playing knows who the security guards are. The next role would be the customers, and they're the ones that receive the denominations of currency. And so depending on how many you have, you probably want to come up with 2 or 3 groups of currency. So for example, you would have 3 envelopes with $100 bills, fake ones of course, unless you like to play with real ones. You might have 3 envelopes with $20 bills and 3 envelopes with $10 bills. And so the customers, nobody knows who the customers and who the thieves are. And so the customers, their job is to discreetly talk to the other customers and make a purchase together. All of the valuables are have to be purchased with everybody of the same currency. So like one of the items will cost $300, one will cost $60, and one will cost $30. And in order to buy them, they have to go in with 2 other people. And so the goal of the customers is to discreetly talk to the other customers, find out who has the same denomination as them, and make it out with their purchase without getting robbed. So that's why they have to be discreet with their money, because the thief's job is either to steal money from the customers or to steal the jewels, one of the valuables or jewels themselves. And so the thieves will pretend to be customers, talk about how they have money of a certain denomination in order to help make the security guards bring the item out for purchase. And so but then at the right time, they can either open fire with their weapon, or they can just grab the item and run out the door if they can't. None of the customers have weapons to defend themselves, so they rely solely on the armed security guards to protect both the customers as well as the items. This game can take some time to play as each role figures out their best strategy for whether they come right out and try and talk to people right away, or whether they spend some time just sizing up everybody in the room trying to figure out who's a good guy and who's a bad guy. So this game can be a lot of fun. You can play this over and over again, switching the roles up every time so everybody gets a chance to play in a different role. And that's it for indoor airsoft games. Hope you guys enjoyed this.
Wow, those are some fun airsoft games.
Thanks for watching.
Let us know in the comments what was your favorite airsoft game.
And speaking of comments, let us also know in the comments if you'd like to see any other videos from us Accidental Country Folk Boys.
All right, so be sure to like this video, and then you can subscribe to the channel right here. Or check out over here, we've got a video on our favorite airsoft guns and our favorite accessories and equipment to get started with airsoft. So check it out. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you later.
See ya.